You know what, next Monday is World Rabies Day, something we don't think too much about in Canada, but in other parts of the world, rabies is still a devastating disease for people and animals. Joining us this morning from the University of Calgary is Dr. David Hall and veterinary student Lauren Adelman. Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
First of all, I'm going to start with you, Lauren, because you're the vet student. Rabies, what is it? How big of an issue is it maybe in Canada or around the world?
Sure. So rabies is a virus. In Canada, we don't think about it very much because in most of our domestic animals, we've largely eradicated it through vaccination. It's still there in our wildlife.
Right.
But in developing countries like Africa and Asia, it's a huge problem. It's killing about 55,000 people a year, one person every 10 minutes, and most of these are children.
Okay, how do we change that, Dr. Hall? You know of an organization called Veterinarians Without Borders.
Right.
Tell me about that.
So that organization, Veterinarians Without Borders Canada, is a charitable organization, and a lot of the work we do is in developing countries, and one of our major projects is rabies prevention. So we can prevent rabies in developing countries by controlling the dog population and by vaccinating dogs particularly.
Okay.
So that's a lot of what we do with this organization. And we also have projects in northern Canada, by the way. So the reason we don't have rabies so much in our domestic population here in Canada is because we vaccinate, and that's commonly the way we prevent it here. So it works very effectively.
Tell me more about Veterinarians Without Borders. Obviously, rabies is a big issue for you. What else do they focus on?
So they focus on anything that involves the health of animals, humans, and communities. We partner with communities, and we try and solve problems that communities have related to health. And so rabies is a good example of that. We also work with backyard poultry and other projects similar to that. So coming back to rabies awareness, one of the reasons people are concerned about rabies is because a lot of the small communities in developing countries don't know about the disease. They don't know how it's transmitted. They don't know that dogs can transmit the disease. So it's important that that gets controlled.
Lauren, you're organizing a neat event in support of Veterinarians Without Borders. Tell me about that.
So this event's going to happen this Saturday, and basically we're going to do a dog wash, and it's by donation, and all proceeds are going to Vets Without Borders rabies campaign. So that's going to be happening at Four Paws Grooming on Ranchlands Boulevard from 10 to 4 this Saturday. A bunch of the vet students are getting together, so it's going to be a fun time, I think.
A neat cooperation there for sure. You can see the partnership. That was the information just there on the board. The World Rabies Day charity dog wash happening on Saturday. Goes from 10 until 4, as Lauren mentioned. All the proceeds going to the Veterinarians Without Borders. And there is a website you can learn more about this, vwb-vsf.ca. Lauren and Dr. Hall, thanks for coming in this morning and telling us about it.